Hi, I'm going to show you how to cut my niece's hair. It's very simple. That's how I do my hair as well. And it looks beautiful, and it's a very simple layered look that you can actually do it at home for yourself. So let's get started. So all you need basically is a comb to brush your hair out, a rat tail comb to even out the backs when we need to. You can do a shearing scissors that's very similar to this, or if you don't have one, that's okay. But the most important one is actually a good scissors that cut really well, so invest in the quality. All we need is 2 hair bands. Okay, so first, I'm gonna ask you to bend down, and we're gonna comb all of our hair to the front and make sure there's no knots. You can use a brush, a comb, whatever works. We're gonna have to comb the hair just the way it falls, so don't comb the hair on top of each other. Just make sure that they fall nicely. This is probably one of the most time-consuming parts, and it has to be at the top of your forehead. So it's really at the top of your forehead. So this is how I cut my own hair. I just look at myself in the mirror while I do this. This is how I do it for my kids. I mean, this is like, I've done it for my niece many times. So basically, we're doing 3 layers to begin with. That's the easiest. If you have obviously longer hair, you can go, but for her hair, we're gonna do 3 layers. You can see the layers that I did before, but it's kind of been outgrowing. So I'm gonna basically tie the smallest hair tie at the bottom to see where we're gonna cut off so it looks straight. So her first layer basically starts here, but it's been a while, so we're gonna tie it like about 3/4 of an inch at the top. So this is where we're gonna cut off here. We're gonna do a straight chop. Then we're gonna trim it with the shears, or you can trim it with the actual scissors that we have. Okay, so we're gonna undo this. If we just leave it as it is, it's gonna look really choppy. So what I'm gonna do is comb it out again, because she does have thick hair. Just gonna take a little bit at a time and take my shears and go through them at the bottom. So it kind of gives an even look when we're done. So we did the first layer. So what we're gonna do is undo this now and then put it back. Then we're gonna part right at her earlobes. So we're gonna part here all the way around. Make sure you part it with a rat tail comb, or you can part it with your hands, whatever works easier for you. That's gonna be where the second layer is gonna start. Trying to get this as perfect as possible will make the layers look prettier, but do the best you can. So try to have it as even as possible on both sides. It just will give the layer the perfect look when it's all dropped. So this is how long her first length is, and we're going to do this second set of layers. Okay, look down again. Again, same concept. We're going to tie it at the front. Comb out any knots, because it will keep getting knot. You will still get knots, but the cleaner the hair, it's just easier to cut. It'll be more even when it falls back. Again, tie it to the front. So this is basically your second layer. So I want to get the second layer. So the first layer went up to her chin. The second layer we're going to hit right about her lips. So you don't want to cut too much, because when it falls back, there is a big difference. So just cut a little bit and work from there. Again, we're going to cut a little bit. So now I'm going to remove this. Again, we're going to go through the hair a little bit at a time. By doing this, it just gives it a cleaner look. Let's just say you don't have this. All you need to do is take your scissors, just hold the hair, and just cut through it like this. Now that we're done the second layer, we're just gonna, again, put the hair back and do the last layer. This time we're gonna part right at her eyebrows. The third part just has to be a little bit above the earlobe. So maybe your eyebrows or just above, see what's comfortable for you. and then go again all the way around. Even just using the rat tail comb when you're doing it for yourself will give a pretty decent line and parting. We're gonna tie everything to the top. This is the last layer. You don't want to cut it too short. So we're just gonna try to maintain her length because she does want longer layers. Just gonna cut a bit. First do a straight chop. For this layer, we aimed it right under her nose. The one before was before the lips. If you cut it too short, because the way it falls, it could be shorter, and if your hair is wet, it might lift up depending on how you're doing it, but dry hair is better. So we cut right below her nose. Then I want to remove the band and go through the shears to give it a very smooth flow. The reason we don't want to cut it too short is if you want to do bangs, that would be your 4th layer. But we want to do all our 3 layers, make sure everything is well blended before we go on to do the bangs. We're done. Just gonna remove this. You can see the first layer starts here. This is the 2nd layer right around here, and her 3rd layer is right here. You can see the layers again, like, because this is the 2nd time we're doing it, it has a little bit more layers, but if you were to curl this, you can see how definite the layers are. So if you wanted to do bangs, which I'm not doing for her, but I'll show you. If you wanted to do bangs, you just take a small portion on the top of your forehead. Again, you would do the same tie and however long you want, or a little bit longer. But for her, because she does not really want short bangs, we're just gonna part it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and basically go a little bit on the slants to blend it in more, so they're not all the same length. Do the same on this side, just lightly, and then we're going to make sure that we're blending it in. So we're going to again take our shears. You can put it to the side parting or the middle parting. And then we're done. Thank you for being my model for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more lifestyle and Saree content. We release every Fridays a new video, whether it's a lifestyle video or a Saree video, with lots of love from Sam Dinesh. Bye.